72 topic is Go to War. Anthony Burgess was 40 when he learned that he had a brain tumor that would kill him within a year. He knew he had a battle on his hands. He was completely broke at the time, and he didn't have anything to leave behind for his wife, Lini, soon to be widow. Burgess had never been a professional novelist in the past, but he always knew the potential was inside him to be a writer. So, for the sole purpose of leaving royalties behind for his wife, he put a piece of paper into the typewriter and began writing. He had no certainty that he would be even be published. He had no certainty that he would even be published, but he couldn't think of anything else to do. It was January of 1960, he said, and according to the prognosis, I had a winter and spring and summer to live through and would die with the fall of the leaf. In that time, Burgess was energetically finishing 5.5 novels before the year was through, very nearly the entire lifetime output of E.M. Forster and almost twice that the J.D. Salinger. But Burgess did not die. His cancer had gone into remission and then disappeared altogether. In his long and full life of as a novelist, he is best known for A Clockwork Orange. He wrote more than 70 books, but without the death sentence from the cancer, he may not have written all at all. Without the death sentence from cancer, he may not have written at all. Many of us are like Anthony Burgess, hiding greatness inside. Many of us are like Anthony Burgess, hiding greatness inside, waiting for some external emergency to bring it out. Waiting for the external emergency to bring it out. I believe that's why my father and many people of his generation speak so fondly about World War II. During the war, they lived in the state of emergency that brought out the best in them. That brought out the best in them. If we don't pay attention to this phenomenon, how crisis inspires our best efforts, if we don't pay attention to this phenomenon, how crisis inspires our best efforts, we tend to brainlessly create a life based on comfort. We tend to brainlessly create a life based on the comfort. We tend to brainlessly create a life based on comfort. We try to design easier and easier ways to live so that we won't be surprised and challenged by anything. People who get a knack of self motivation can reverse this process and get the wonderful World War II sense of vitality into their lives. Athletes do it constantly. Athletes do it constantly. How do you feel about tonight's game with the Trail Blazers? A reporter once asked to basketball star Kobe Bryant. It will be a war out there. It will be a war out there, he said with a twinkle in his eyes. We don't have to wait for something tragic or dangerous to attack us from our outside. We don't have to wait for something tragic or dangerous to attack us from the outside. We can get the same vitality going by challenging ourselves within. We can get the same vitality going by challenging ourselves from within. A useful exercise for self motivation is to ask yourself, what would you do if you had Anthony Burgess' original predicament? What would you would do if you had Anthony Burgess' original predicament? If I had just a year to live, how would I live differently? If I had just a year to live, How would I live differently? What exactly would I do? What exactly would I do? Thank you.